Hi there, garden lovers. Welcome back to Time for Gardening. Whether you're looking to spruce up your tiny yard or simply want to add a touch of charm to your outdoor space, you're in the right place. In today's video, we're diving into some creative garden fence ideas that will not only define your space but also add style and personality. We'll be covering everything from rustic wooden fences to upcycled materials and dreamy floral trellises. So stick with us until the end, because you'll get tons of inspiration to turn your garden into a cozy, charming retreat. Don't forget to grab your gardening gloves and let's get started. A white picket fence adorned with soft pink climbing roses is the epitome of cottage garden charm. This timeless design creates a welcoming entrance to any small garden space, instantly evoking a sense of warmth and nostalgia. The gentle curves of the rose vines soften the structure of the fence, while the delicate blooms infuse the area with fragrance and seasonal color. What makes this design especially appealing is its versatility. Whether lining a pathway, framing a front yard, or enclosing a cozy corner, the combination of wood and blooms always feels harmonious. By pairing this look with classic cottage perennials like foxgloves or lavender, the garden becomes a living postcard that changes beautifully with each season. Rustic and full of texture, a wattle fence woven from twigs brings an organic, handcrafted quality to the garden. This style not only adds character but also reflects traditional countryside methods of fencing that have stood the test of time. Ideal for small spaces, wattle fences create a natural boundary without feeling heavy or overbuilt. Blending beautifully with native flowers and wild greenery, the wattle fence becomes part of the landscape itself. Its natural look encourages a softer transition between garden zones, making it perfect for woodland edges or cottage-style vegetable patches. When paired with informal plantings, the fence becomes a storytelling element in the garden. A lattice fence covered in fragrant sweet peas offers vertical beauty in the smallest of gardens. The open grid design allows climbing plants to thrive, transforming a plain divider into a floral display that adds height, softness, and a delicate aroma. This is especially effective in spaces where horizontal planting is limited, but charm is desired. As the sweet peas twist and twine through the wooden trellis, their pastel hues and gentle sway create a sense of whimsy. This living wall not only provides privacy but also acts as a seasonal feature, with blooms peaking in spring and early summer. When placed behind a seating nook or as a garden entry, it brings both structure and poetry to the scene. A low stone fence paired with rows of fragrant lavender creates a serene and timeless garden border. The cool tones of the stone contrast beautifully with the soft purples of the blooms, while the scent of lavender lingers in the air, inviting relaxation and quiet reflection. This combination works especially well in front yards or along paths, guiding visitors with both visual and sensory appeal. By staying low, the fence defines the space without blocking views, preserving the open, welcoming nature of a cottage garden. Lavender not only adds beauty but also attracts pollinators, making this design both charming and wildlife-friendly. Together, the stone and plants form a resilient edge that ages gracefully with time and weather. Repurposing wooden pallets into a pastel green fence is a clever way to add charm and sustainability to a small garden. The soft hue blends seamlessly into cottage surroundings, while the vertical slats provide perfect nooks for planters or hanging herbs. It's a budget-friendly and cheerful solution that turns a plain fence into a living feature wall. By mounting small pots of thyme, mint, or violas, the fence becomes an interactive garden space. This approach is ideal for tight yards where every inch counts, as it adds planting space without expanding the footprint. As the plants spill and trail down, the fence breathes life into the backdrop of your outdoor retreat. A vintage iron gate, repurposed as part of the garden fence, adds a touch of romantic nostalgia. The weathered metal, with its delicate scrolls and ornate detailing, feels both strong and graceful, like a piece of history now living among the blooms. Its open structure allows glimpses into the garden, while still marking a defined edge. This style pairs beautifully with climbing roses, clematis, or even morning glories, letting the plants weave through its frame to soften the metal. It's an especially striking choice at a garden entrance or tucked into a hedge, where it becomes a focal point that draws the eye and invites exploration. A willow panel fence brings warmth and a sense of handcrafted charm to a cottage garden. The woven texture feels organic and blends naturally with the surrounding landscape. When placed in a small yard, it adds privacy without harshness, subtly enclosing a space while still feeling light and natural. Paired with towering foxgloves that sway gently in the breeze, this combination feels like a hidden garden from a storybook. The vertical rhythm of the fence complements the spires of the flowers, creating a layered, enchanting look. It's ideal for gardeners who want a soft but structured backdrop for informal planting beds. Old window shutters, painted in soft pastels, can be transformed into a whimsical and highly personal garden fence. This approach adds vintage flair and a pop of color, turning weathered materials into creative garden art. Each shutter brings its own history and character, making the fence a true one-of-a-kind element. Positioned behind flower beds or around a patio nook, these shutters act like a painted gallery wall for the outdoors. Their varied textures and hues offer visual interest year-round and can be coordinated with bloom colors for extra harmony. It's a playful, practical way to bring storytelling into the garden design. A low brick fence edged with neatly trimmed boxwoods gives structure and elegance to a small garden. The red or warm-toned bricks add a rustic, grounded feel, while the green foliage brings a crisp contrast that elevates the entire design. This pairing is especially useful along walkways or to define flower borders. Because of its classic symmetry and tidy form, the brick and boxwood combo works well in both traditional and informal gardens. It provides just enough division without feeling closed off, and the evergreen boxwood keeps the garden looking polished through all seasons. Together, they offer a lasting, low-maintenance foundation. A wooden fence adorned with charming bird cutouts adds a whimsical touch to any small backyard. These decorative shapes break up the solid panels and allow playful glimpses of sky and garden beyond. When painted in gentle colors or left in natural tones, the fence becomes both functional and fun. As bird songs echo through the garden, these carved silhouettes feel like quiet companions, blending art with nature. This style is particularly appealing to gardeners who want a little personality in their outdoor space. Surrounded by blooms or used as a backdrop for feeders, the fence celebrates wildlife and creativity in equal measure. A wooden trellis fence covered in clematis offers a beautiful balance between structure and softness. The open grid allows vines to climb naturally, filling vertical space with rich greenery and vibrant blooms. Clematis, with its wide variety of colors and petal forms, adds seasonal beauty that evolves from spring into summer. Placed at the edge of a patio or along a narrow garden path, the trellis becomes more than just a boundary. It's a living backdrop. As the clematis matures and cascades over the panels, the fence disappears into a flowering wall, creating a dreamy setting that feels both enclosed and alive. A cedar fence provides warmth and durability, making it the perfect canvas for mounted herb planters. The natural tone of the wood pairs beautifully with greenery, while the vertical surface allows even the smallest garden to grow fresh herbs like basil, rosemary, or thyme within easy reach. This setup transforms a simple fence into a productive, fragrant wall. Whether you're harvesting for cooking or just enjoying the scent on a warm breeze, the herbs bring life and purpose to the space. The cedar ages gracefully too, meaning your edible vertical garden only gets better with time. A mini cottage fence, hand-painted with floral motifs, adds a touch of storybook charm to the garden. Its small size makes it ideal for borders or raised beds, while the artistic decoration brings personality and softness to otherwise overlooked corners. It's a fence that doesn't just divide, it delights. By using colors and flower patterns that echo the blooms in the garden, the painted fence feels cohesive and intentional. It invites the eye to linger, drawing attention to the small details that make a garden unique. This artistic touch turns an ordinary edging into a feature filled with joy and creativity. A bamboo fence introduces a calming, natural rhythm to a garden space, inspired by traditional Japanese aesthetics. Its vertical lines and soft golden hues create a peaceful enclosure, perfect for a shaded corner or a quiet retreat. Bamboo's lightness makes it especially well-suited for compact gardens. Complemented by smooth stones, moss, or shade-loving plants, the fence becomes part of a serene scene that invites mindfulness. Whether paired with a small bench or a bubbling fountain, this fence style evokes balance and harmony, bringing a tranquil cottage garden to life with quiet sophistication. Old window frames, when creatively repurposed into a garden fence, bring history, charm, and a touch of whimsy to your backyard. The open glassless panes allow light and air to pass through, creating a structure that feels airy and nostalgic. Each frame tells its own story, adding layers of texture and meaning. This style pairs beautifully with climbing plants or can stand on its own as a rustic divider between garden areas. The juxtaposition of hard structure and soft flora makes it a focal point, part practical fencing, part decorative feature. It's a delightful way to give discarded materials new life. Using log slices and copper wire to build a fence introduces a rustic, artistic element to the garden. The circular wood pieces, each with its unique grain and tone, create a natural mosaic that blends beautifully into cottage surroundings. Copper wire adds a glint of warmth and structure, tying the organic textures together. This type of fence works especially well as a short border or decorative accent wall. Over time, the copper will age into a soft patina while the logs weather with character, making the fence feel like it's always been part of the landscape. It's a wonderful fusion of nature and craft, perfect for creative gardeners. A split-rail fence lined with wildflowers captures the essence of the countryside. Its rough-hewn timber rails are simple yet evocative, conjuring images of open fields and gentle breezes. This type of fence provides a soft division without confinement, allowing nature to weave in and out freely. When combined with native flowers like black-eyed Susans or coneflowers, the fence becomes more than just a boundary. It turns into a habitat. The open design allows light to filter through while giving plants the space to sway and self-seed. It's ideal for a naturalistic cottage garden with a touch of the wild. A white fence draped in ivy creates a romantic, time-worn atmosphere that's perfect for an older garden or one inspired by English tradition. The trailing vines soften the edges of the fence and blur the lines between structure and nature. It gives the impression that the garden has grown slowly and lovingly over the years. As the ivy matures, it provides shelter for birds and insects, while adding seasonal shifts in color and texture. This look works beautifully along narrow paths or around secret garden corners, where the fence becomes part of the landscape rather than standing apart from it. Hinged wood fence panels offer flexibility and charm, especially in gardens where space or function changes with the season. These movable pieces can act as garden dividers, gates, or adjustable windbreaks, all while maintaining a rustic, cottage-like appeal. The aged wood gives a grounded, lived-in feel. By arranging the panels in different configurations, you can shape the flow of your garden and adapt it to your needs, whether creating privacy, framing a view, or enclosing a cozy corner. It's a dynamic design choice that offers both form and function in a beautifully understated way. A fence adorned with mounted birdhouses brings life and motion to your garden design. The mix of shapes, sizes, and colors can turn an ordinary panel into a haven for wildlife and a visual delight. It's a playful and functional way to celebrate the presence of nature in your backyard. Positioned along a sunny stretch or near flower beds, the birdhouse fence becomes a charming focal point. With birds flitting in and out, the garden feels animated and full of rhythm. It's a perfect option for those who value both style and sustainability in a small garden setting. A garden fence mural painted with a vibrant flower field transforms a simple barrier into an expressive work of art. The colorful blooms painted directly onto the fence evoke the feeling of walking through a wildflower meadow, even in the smallest of spaces. This mural style is a playful and imaginative way to bring life to a backyard. As the seasons change, the mural remains a constant visual feature, offering a rich backdrop that evolves with the garden. Surrounded by real flowers and plants, the mural becomes a canvas that connects art with nature. It's a whimsical, eye-catching way to personalize your outdoor space and make it uniquely your own. A moss-covered stone fence brings a sense of timelessness and tranquility to the garden. The earthy tones of the stones are softened by the lush green moss, creating a gentle, natural aesthetic. Paired with ferns, the fence blends seamlessly into a shaded or woodland-inspired garden. This design offers a calming atmosphere, perfect for creating a secret garden or a quiet retreat. The moss continues to grow and evolve, making the fence a living element that grows with the seasons. It's an excellent choice for gardeners looking to create an intimate, organic space that feels connected to the earth. A miniature twig fence works perfectly in a fairy garden setup, evoking the charm and mystery of tiny woodland creatures. The natural, unrefined appearance of the twigs creates a sense of whimsy and makes the garden feel like a magical, hidden world. This small-scale fence is ideal for framing miniature gardens or creating borders in a child's outdoor play area. The twigs, gently intertwined and secured, provide a textured and detailed backdrop for your fairy figurines, plants, and flowers. It invites imagination, offering an opportunity to tell stories and create a magical landscape full of possibilities. It's the perfect addition to any garden looking to bring a touch of fantasy to life. An upcycled garden tool fence offers a clever and eco-friendly way to repurpose old gardening tools into functional art. Tools like rakes, spades, and hoes are repurposed as fence panels, bringing a touch of personality and history into the garden. This fence not only serves as a boundary, but as a statement piece full of rustic charm. This creative fence can be enhanced with climbing plants, further blending utility and beauty. The varied textures of metal, wood, and plants create a striking visual contrast while celebrating sustainability. It's a great option for gardeners who appreciate both practical solutions and inventive design. A rose archway with a curved trellis fence creates an enchanting entrance to any garden space. The graceful curve of the fence and the blooming roses create a welcoming atmosphere, offering both beauty and privacy. This design evokes the feeling of entering a secret garden, where the world outside melts away. As the roses climb and cascade over the trellis, the archway transforms into a living structure that evolves throughout the seasons. The soft hues of the flowers contrast beautifully with the trellis, which can be painted or left in its natural state for added texture. It's a stunning feature for those seeking both elegance and romance in their outdoor spaces. A staggered picket fence with varying heights of wooden panels adds a sense of playfulness and rhythm to any small garden. This design breaks the uniformity of traditional picket fences, allowing for visual interest and movement. The height variations can create natural divisions within the space, subtly guiding the flow of the garden while maintaining an open, airy feel. The fence's asymmetry works particularly well in cottage-style gardens, where informal plantings spill over and blend into the landscape. Whether surrounding a garden bed or framing a path, the staggered pickets evoke the charm of a garden that has grown organically. It's a design that feels both rustic and refined, perfect for those who want a bit of whimsy in their garden boundary. A crisscross garden fence with hanging flower baskets is an imaginative way to add vertical beauty to small spaces. The latticework design provides the perfect support for climbing plants, while the suspended baskets of flowers add vibrant color and a touch of elegance. This style helps maximize space while giving the illusion of a fuller, more expansive garden. The hanging baskets are not just for decoration. They allow you to grow a variety of plants, from cascading petunias to fragrant herbs. This design is ideal for gardeners looking to combine beauty with functionality, turning the fence into a feature that provides both a boundary and a living display. It's a perfect solution for small backyards or balconies where vertical space is precious. A gabion wall fence made from stones and vines offers a contemporary yet rustic look that works well in small gardens or urban spaces. The metal wire baskets filled with stones create a solid and durable boundary, while the climbing vines soften the harsh lines, adding greenery and texture. This fence is not only practical but acts as an eye-catching feature in any landscape. As the vines grow, they intertwine with the stone-filled wire, creating a fusion of structure and nature. The wall can evolve over time, becoming more integrated into the garden as the plants mature. Whether you're looking for a modern fence or a natural one that complements your outdoor space, this design offers a striking and sustainable solution. A rope and log fence brings a nautical charm to any small garden, evoking coastal vibes and rustic simplicity. The combination of wooden logs and thick rope creates a laid-back, maritime atmosphere that works especially well near water features or in beach-inspired gardens. This fence style feels relaxed and organic, perfect for homeowners seeking a more natural and breezy garden environment. The rope acts as a flexible and inviting material, allowing the fence to curve around corners or form gentle borders. Paired with coastal plants like lavender or seagrass, it transforms the space into a serene coastal retreat. This design is perfect for small yards, as it uses minimal materials to create a high-impact aesthetic that feels both casual and elegant. A mismatched reclaimed wood fence adds an eclectic and bohemian touch to any small garden, making a bold statement with its unique charm. Each piece of wood, with its own color, texture, and history, contributes to a fence that feels one of a kind. This design embraces imperfection, turning it into a beautiful focal point that reflects individuality and creativity. Surrounded by wildflowers or hanging plants, the fence becomes an extension of your garden's personality. The different wood panels create a rustic, lived-in look that feels homey and inviting, perfect for anyone who loves the idea of reusing materials in a sustainable way. It's a wonderful choice for those who want a fence that tells a story, reflecting the spirit of upcycling and the beauty of reclaimed materials. Thank you so much for joining me today and exploring these beautiful and creative garden fence ideas. Whether you decide on a vintage iron gate, a whimsical picket fence, or a DIY upcycled masterpiece, I hope you feel inspired to start your next garden project. Remember, fences aren't just boundaries, they can be a beautiful part of your garden's story. If you've enjoyed this video and want more tips and tricks for your garden, please hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear which fence idea caught your eye and how you're planning to incorporate it into your garden. Happy gardening, and see you in the next video.